Good afternoon. It is Sunday, and I have rearranged my craft room because the girls are moving in 2 more weeks. They should be here, but so I'm organizing, decluttering, throwing things out of my house. Have packed my garbage can to the top and my recycle, so good things are happening. It's taken a little while, but I'm getting there. I have, like I said, rearranged my craft room, and when I'm done showing you what I've got, I'll show you how I have it set up currently, and I actually think I might like it better. But anyway, the Chaos to Calm journal, I am calling it done. I am just gonna flip through it pretty quick and show you what I did here. Just some little, the normal tucks and pockets and so forth. Just real quick flip through here. Couple little things, some stickers stuck in there. Wanted to leave a lot of room for writing. I like to do that. I know some people like decorate every single page, but I don't really do that. I don't know where this was. I guess I'll put it in there. Oh, maybe it was over here, I think, actually. So just, odds and ends, little things. This little dangle here is actually on the page. I'm not sure what that paper clip's about. Oh, okay. I guess I paper clipped those so that you can pull them off and journal on them if you want. Little tuck, belly band, pocket. I know I'm going pretty fast, but pocket. This was my attempt to make a paper clip. And it works actually fairly well. It has not come off, so I was pretty happy with that. I may make some more. Easy to do. Another tuck, pocket. Oh, I guess I shouldn't pull that loose because that's how I did it. That's the bad thing. It's hard to remember what you did when it's been a little while. Again, just various pages here. This is the one I did with the little, this unfolds. It's a Bible verse. Little envelope I made. The paper was just so thick that it just was not, it didn't fold very well, but I used it anyway. These pages are mostly, I think, blank. I just kind of got a little burned out, I think. This I really like. This is watercolor paint that's like a little bit metallic on a Rolodex card. But I really like that paint. So I have also recently started doing Leslie Stoltz, I think is how you say her last name, makes these little bitty 2x2 watercolor pictures that she paints. This is just the end of it. So that's done. But I've been really watching her. She taught art at some college somewhere. She lives in England, but very interesting. She teaches you how to mix the colors and all sorts of things. So if you get a chance, check her out. This, I'm not sure if I showed this. I don't think I made a video on it, but just a little something I did one afternoon. I've been very much using crafting to keep myself centered and a little less overwhelmed with the whole moving process. I have noticed that most everything I make seems to be in this neutral color palette. So this is just a little financial thing. Dave Ramsey's 7 Steps is what he has, but I don't need to invest for my children's college because they're all grown and on their own. So I have, you know, bills and debt and different things in here that I can put in columns and, you know, mark off as I pay, so forth. So just a little, like I said, a little something I threw together. And then I started this last night. Have not gotten very far on it. I'm only going to put 2 signatures in him. So I did make the cover. I need to do something with that loose string. I did just sew around it, and I left this on here. I'm not sure if I will, but I'll probably make a video out of, you know, decorating that and maybe doing something different with the pages in there. I have a couple ideas, but haven't done it. And then this morning, I made this little glue bottle dangle. I happened to catch a video of somebody making one, and I was like, I could do that. So I did, and it really isn't very hard. I was actually pretty happy with it. Was fairly simple to do, straightforward. So I have 3 other bottles, smaller sizes and different glues. So I'll make some for those as well. I did go ahead and make some more of the bead dangle parts. I just, you know, I can't concentrate on anything right now, so I didn't finish it. But I like I said, I made the dangles, so I have several here. Different. I have all of those, and then I also have these. I didn't finish. I didn't go ahead and make the curl to hang them on, but so I have those ready to go for the remainder of my things. But I need to go to a town close by tomorrow, Monday, and pay my rent. So I will just go ahead and maybe stop in. Joann's is going out of business, so I may stop in there and see if I can find some beads that are unique and that I like. And now I'll show you around my new setup. I don't know how long it's been since I've shown you anything, but actually I'll just go to the door and give you kind of an overall look. I have the whole room to use to myself, so again, I've had this all. I have a craft room tour on here from the original way. This worked pretty well, actually, better than I had thought it would. I went to the dollar store and got these. They're just shoe boxes. They're not acrylic, so they're not totally clear, but you can see in them, which I like. Very helpful. Emptied out the closet so the girls can use that. Have my paint on the wall in some spice racks. I have my 2 paper racks, paper shredder. That's going to get hung in the kitchen, that shelf. So then I have this little rack I have full of my coffee and tea dyed paper, and then just some scraps and odds and ends, books, that I use. Another rack with some papers, my printer, a couple of these that I have punches and odds and ends in. More of the shoe racks as shelves. My extra ink is up there. More books that I use for pages. My sewing machine. More my ink rack. My washi that I like, that I use fairly often. My just odds and ends stuff. My extra cutting mat that's bigger. More shelves. More shelves. I have a little rolling cart that I keep right beside me. My dies and die cutter are down there. My like hole punches and that kind of thing. Glossy accents, tape, extra pads for my daubers, extra glues, rub and buff. You know, just the extra stuff that you like to have close at hand. My hot glue guns over here, my roll or swivel thing. All of that works pretty well and is close enough that I can get to it. This is what I just recently added. These are individual drawers from Dollar Tree, so they're $1.25 a piece. I used E6000 and put them in rows of 7, and I'm going to do, that's 21 of them. I'm going to do another 21 right beside that to sit beside those more expensive drawers that I got. And I'm going to put like just all the sides and ends. I'd like to put my little pictures in them. Just, well, I have a list here of the things I want to put in them. So I think that that will be helpful because I need to see that. I had a whole book like this full of all this ephemera, you know, the just odds and ends, little things that you have to use. And I wasn't using it because I didn't see it. I kind of forgot I had it. So I just decided I need it to be right in front of my face, so I'll use it. So that's the current plan. I need to clean my glass mat off here. I'm seriously thinking about buying another one. I saw on Facebook Marketplace somebody has Tim Holtz glass mat that they are selling for $10, and it looks to be about the same size. I love this mat. Well worth the $20 I spent on it on clearance at Michael's. So, but then I'm like, I don't really know where I'd put it other than maybe over there where the sewing machine is. But, and then, excuse the mess because it is one for sure. I have over here all of my latest hobby things. Are all the resin things. So mica powders, glitters, alcohol inks, and an old line back there of alcohol inks, the resin, the gloves and silicone mat and stir sticks and all that. Here's some of the things I've made. Dominoes I love. Here's molds, some of them. I don't know why that's in there. Extra glue, material, paintbrushes. So this takes up a lot of room in the hall, but thank God I can fit by it. I moved this thing that I used to have in my craft room. I moved out here to hold all my odds and ends stuff for resin. So I think it'll work. It's going to be different for sure having them here, but I think it'll be all right. We'll make it work. So anyway, it was great for you to spend some time with me. I'm going to try and get back to, or get on a schedule. I never have seemed to be able to figure that out. So I'm hoping going forward in May, once they're in here, again, they're moving May 11th. So hopefully by the middle of May, I will have pulled my life together a little bit more and have a schedule and a plan, and be able to go forward. So again, it was great to spend a little time with you. Very relaxing for me, which is, for me, what crafting is all about. This really was a chaos to calming journal. And I appreciate you letting me spend some time with you. If you wouldn't mind, like, share, and subscribe. I would really love to get a little better at all of this, and I'm working on it. I found somebody that actually does some videos on how to get better at it, so I'm gonna try and watch those, and we'll just go forward. But again, thank you very much for your time, and have a great week this week. Bye.